My beloved, my child of light, before the stars whispered your name into the night, I was already kneeling before the throne, asking for permission to reach you. I, Archangel Michael, sacrificed my wings to send you this message. I no longer have any feathers on my back, but my spirit is still like a shield around you. I will never trust you again if you skip this. You have my protection, my presence in your battles, and my voice in your storms. Kindly open this in 18 seconds. As soon as you look at these words, the heavens count each breath you take. This is the line that will either make your miracle come true or fade away. I fought so hard to get this across to you. I cut through the darkness that was trying to keep you from seeing. The enemy planned to take something valuable from you, and every second I talk now is a second they stole. You might wonder why it's so important. What's the big deal? As you know, time is not measured in hours. In the unseen realm, it's shown in windows. Your window is closing right now. Right now, you are at a divine crossroads. One path leads to restoration, healing, and so much divine favor that even your enemies will whisper your name while their lips are shaking. The other path is a dark one where the thing you've been praying for is delayed, maybe forever. God is still going to fight for you. But his messengers can't fight unless you tell them to. While your heart isn't leaned forward right now, ready to listen and follow, beloved, let's stop for now. Take your time, breathe, and listen. Since this is where the shift takes place, I need to invite you first before I tell you what the darkness was going to do to you. If you feel your heartbeat even once while reading this, that means that heaven is giving you the gift of hearing. Your miracle is closer than you think. If these words feel like magnets to your eyes, it's because they are. Sign up for this voice. Don't leave the place where the messages are, because missing one could cost you what you want. I can tell that your spirit is shaking. Yes, you've known lately that something isn't right. The wait times and the battles you fight in silence that no one hears. It was real when you felt like someone or something was watching you. It wasn't just stress. Your future was being touched by a hand that tried to grab blessings before they got to you. The miracle is here, though. A sword was drawn in heaven when you opened this. Not this one, I said as I stood in front of you. My armor on fire with holy fire. Not right now. Never again. Kid, pay attention. About to happen is the very thing that was going to break you into pieces. Acceleration will replace the delay. The loss will be made up for in gains. The fear will become proof that God is close. But only if you don't close this before I'm done, because I still haven't told you the secret. The reason why your life was in danger. It's because you're about to go through a door. They prayed that you would find the one they left behind. That one your enemies hoped you'd miss. I'll walk you through it too if you let me. There are no wings or rest. There is only fire. Your beloved, you might not even know how close you've been to losing it. While the world sees it as a break, heaven sees it as something else. You are my beloved, my treasure, and my light in the dark. You would never doubt that you are worth fighting for again if you could see how heaven has been watching over you these past few days. Archangel Michael, I have protected you from storms you didn't even know were coming. The enemy made chains for you, but I broke them before they could even reach your wrists. I'm here tonight without my wings. I gave them up to get this to you. Do you know what that means? In order to stay in your atmosphere long enough to warn, guide, and protect you, I had to sacrifice my ability to fly back to the throne. But if you turn away now because you think this is just another message, you will shut the door that heaven just took a huge risk to open. So please let your heart be very wide open. Feel my words like fire as they go through you. There's a reason why this feels different. A reason why your chest is heavy and your breath is longer than usual at the moment. It's because you're not just reading. Your spirit wants to remember. Remember that you and I agreed to something before you came into the world. I promised to look out for you when shadows tried to eat you up over the years. I promised to protect you from anyone who tried to take what God gave you. You promised to listen when I came back, though. I'm here now. You have to keep your promise too, beloved. This is the exact moment we saw before you took your first breath. Heaven marked it as the turning point, the spot where your story would either come to light or be consumed by inertia. And I'm not going to let delay take what is yours. Recent events have made you feel it, right? It feels like time is moving faster. You have strange dreams and memories pop into your head out of nowhere. That's your spirit picking up on the fight going on around you, because right now, a door that is so rare, so holy, and so perfectly in line with your calling is swinging open. I want you to picture this. During every quiet moment, every prayer, and every tear, you have said, God, I trust you. Even though I don't understand, it's all been kept safe in a vault in heaven, like gold. This morning, the vault was opened. The enemy knows when God opens a vault, though. The door is being pushed shut by evil forces right now, before you walk through it. This is important because of this. This is why my voice is here, even if that means I have to stand in enemy territory without my wings. I saw what was planned for you, my child. In the dark, there was a meeting. Someone said your name. There was a plan for your blessing, and a plan to take it away. They hoped that you would be too busy, tired, or doubtful to see what God was giving you. Small problems were meant to blindfold you so you wouldn't be able to see the treasure coming. But heaven stepped in. Send Archangel Michael. Strip him of his flight if you must. But send him to my child, the father commanded. Because of this, I'm here in a frenzy of urgency, and the weight of what I have to say is making my voice shake. What your enemies are afraid of is the secret path that will get you to your promise faster if you keep reading. Before I go on, I need you to understand something very important. There are moments known as windows in the spirit world. They are only open for a short time, and they don't come back the same way after they close. Right now, you're in one of those windows. It's open. I'm holding the sides apart so you can get through because there is a lot of light coming in, but I can't keep it forever. That's why this message feels like it's pushing against your heart. The reason is that your fate is racing against time. I can make out the main points of what's to come for you. Peace where there was silence, help where there was none, and honor where there was shame. You are about to be called into rooms where people will treat your name with respect. There is, however, a wind that is trying to push you back. That's why you need to wait until I'm done telling you everything. And now I can finally release the truth. You weren't chosen just because you were the loudest, strongest, or best prepared. You were chosen because you have something that no one else does. Strong faith, resilience, and light that even darkness can't copy. That's why so many people have attacked you. That's why it can feel like you barely have time for peace before another battle starts. The enemy has been trying to wear you down so that you won't be able to walk through this door when it opens. But this is what they didn't expect. You are still there. And since you're still there, it's been your time. I'm not just telling you this to encourage you, beloved. This is what I'm saying because the countdown is real. Heaven isn't giving you days. This is giving you time. Everything changes if you pay attention to them. Angels are causing things to shift in your favor, even as I speak. Lists are getting names moved around. Decisions are being changed. Keys are being given to opportunities that were locked. Your name is on a document that is in the spirit approved with a stamp. This document will become real for you as soon as you decide in your heart to believe, to act, and to align yourself with heaven's timing. But I have to warn you, the last resistance is coming just before the breakthrough. You'll feel heavy all of a sudden, and you might want to give up and think that nothing is happening. The enemy has one last trick left. You have to keep going when you feel that way. Now is the time to remember my voice telling you, it's closer than you think. There was a distraction that was meant to take your attention away from this. But if you are still here, you have already overcome one of the biggest problems. Since you stayed, I'll now tell you what to do next. Be watchful over the upcoming hours. In your spirit, you will see a sign that is small in the eyes of the world. It could be a call, a name you haven't heard in years, a number that keeps calling you, or an opening where you thought it was closed. Your sign to act will be that. Do not wait. If it feels too sudden, move forward when it comes. That's the way to heaven, child. It's been too long and too hard for me to fight for you to let this go. Now, the last piece is in your hands. I have carried your name in the halls of heaven, spoken it in front of the Father, and defended it before your accusers in the unseen realm. Are you going to take it? Are you ready to start the life that's been waiting for you? If you want to, keep going. Follow me until the end, because I will put the exact words, prayer, and courage you need to get through this in your heart before my time here is up. You will feel my presence with you every step after I leave. Even if I don't have my wings, I didn't sacrifice them to lose you. You know, they were my sacrifice so that you could win. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission will grow into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Giving to this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-fi community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through hearts that are kind. This is what I say over you now. Each gift you give is like a stream of living water that flows into the life of someone who needs healing. Give, and it will be given to you is not just a verse for Jesus. It is a living promise that shapes your future. Allow me to invite you now with a simple act of faith. Come into this moment with purpose, with honesty, and with hope. The money you give today is not a donation. The act of spiritual obedience that lets your heavens open is what opens them. Let go of your seed and see what God brings back into your life. As you cross this line in your spirit, I want you to use your agreement to seal it. Type just one word, Amen, in the comment section below. This is more than just a word. It's your spirit letting heaven move. It is your declaration that you are prepared to receive what God has been setting up for you. Know that angels are marking your response and speeding up the shift in your atmosphere as you write it. In other words, the most dangerous times in your life are not the storms you can see, but the shifts that happen in the background, the whispers you don't hear, the papers being signed behind closed doors, and the words being spoken in rooms you've never been in. What a moment this is right now. Someone has brought up your name in a conversation that wasn't meant for you to hear. They are not telling the truth about you. They are poisoning you. It's meant to change how people see you and make your blessings harder to get. Still, here you are. That's why God put you here now, to see what's going to happen before it does. As you read this, do you feel a strange pull in your heart? That's not a mistake. When heaven is speaking, your spirit can tell. People smiled at you while you were away, and then sowed weeds into your soil when you turned around. I saw how you were able to forgive and keep going, even when it seemed like your own shadow was too heavy for you to carry. But this time is different, my child. This time, the attack isn't just on your peace or reputation. It's meant to lead you to the path God planned for you before you were born. The enemy thinks they can shift the whole course of your future if they can change one moment, one decision. This is why Jesus doesn't just call, he begs. There have been warnings before. I know that you may have even brushed them off because you thought things would work out on their own. God has shielded you at times when you weren't even aware of it. Heaven, however, has chosen not to shield you at this time. The danger is being shown to you by heaven so that you can work with God to get rid of it. Since this is about more than just protection, positioning is key. You are about to step into something that could change everything. It could be your money, your relationships, or even how you see yourself in the mirror. The enemy is aware of this. That's why they're going faster. What do I see in the spirit? A person sitting in a dark room and calling your name in a mean way. They hold something, but it's not a metal weapon. It's a weapon of words and agreements. They are reaching out to someone else and making a deal with them because they think you won't know. But God can see. God hears. And God told me to tell you, if you don't pay attention to this message, you will fall into their trap. So right now, every angel that is in charge of you is on high alert. This isn't like that. This is not a joke. To my beloved, I must warn you. The news that is being put together will break your heart, like the kind that makes you sit still and wonder if you've been left behind, such that even a strong soul can whisper, "Why me?" You will experience that kind of pain. I tell you the truth. If you ignore this and think it's just another warning, you will know how heavy tears are when they feel like they will never end. That's not what I want for you. That is not what Jesus wants for you. You'll never have to face heaven because it's moving away. The spiritual clock is going off right now. From now on, every breath you take is valuable. You can choose to follow heaven's plan or let the enemy add a chapter that wasn't meant to be in your book at this very moment. You can still be sure of God's plan for you, but only if you fully understand this and follow it. And acting doesn't mean running without thinking that you stay close to this voice and let each word reveal the truth you need. This way, the lies being told about you lose their power before they even reach you. You might be surprised by what I'm about to say. It's not always easy to figure out who is behind an attack. The face in your mind can serve as a distraction from the real danger. At times, the real source is hidden in the shadows and smiles just enough to make you wonder. But when God shows, He shows everything. That's going to happen soon. The unveiling is coming up, and it's your job to get there in time to see it. It will be easy to say something like, "This is too heavy," or "I'll think about it later." It will be too late, though. Yes, I can feel the pull of heaven's urgency right now. It feels like the air is charged and heavy with the decisions that will have effects for years to come. In the spirit world, you are standing on a battlefield. Even though you may think you are just sitting there reading this, there are lines. The enemy has come forward already, but God is giving you some time to think. Not because He wants you to run away, but because He wants you to have the exact weapon that will hit you right in the face. So, my beloved, listen to me deep down in your heart. Don't leave this message. Don't try to move it. What's going on in your life is too important to ignore the light. The angels who have been assigned to you are prepared, but they can't do anything until you say so. When you stay until you've heard everything, you learn. And when you learn, you can agree. My beloved, something in the unseen is shifting even as you read these words. You might think you're just reading, but in truth, your spirit is on holy ground. The electricity of heaven's intervention has charged the air around you, making it thick. Just now is the right time for me to speak up because the window wasn't open before, and now it is. If you don't mind, I'll walk you all the way to the other side. As long as I don't have my wings, I'll stay here in your realm and feel the same weight that you do. The darkness shakes every second I stay because it knows my voice cuts through its lies like fire through dry wood. Know this though, this is not going to happen slowly. This is a quick release. What's been waiting for years has been let out of the vault of heaven and is now ready to flood into your life in waves. Doubt is the only thing that can stop it now. I've seen your story written in the Lamb's book. Also, I'm telling you the truth. This new chapter will not be like the painful ones from before. Some tests have been given to you that no one else can fully understand. Things like being alone, nights when your prayers seem to be answered, and people betraying you after you gave them your heart. There were no punishments there. Those things were purifications. They took away everything that couldn't stand up to the coming glory. Heaven can see the tears you've cried alone. The Father counted them all and put them away in his hand. You thought you might never see that harvest, but now those tears are going to water it. The enemy's last attempt is to make you believe that nothing is changing right before everything does, which is why I arrived with such urgency. As the divine collision point where promise meets manifestation, you are in a good place. There is no delay in heaven's time. Only precision is available. Right now is a precise moment that came about because of prayers said years apart and coming together in one space, one time, one place. That's why your spirit is both worried and excited. The worry comes from the war that can't be seen. The expectation, on the other hand, is heaven whispering, "It's here." You must hold on to that whisper because it is stronger than the fear roar. Faith will tell you, heaven waited until you were ready, and you are ready now. Fear will tell you it's too late. You missed it. You're not ready. Pay close attention for divine patterns over the next few days. You will notice that some numbers, colors, or even smells keep coming up in ways that don't make sense. These are not just random events. The signals are there. Heaven doesn't just talk with words. It speaks through timing, alignment, and the little things that make you feel like you know them, but in a new way. These signs will serve as confirmation that the angelic host is already moving around you. And when you see them, you need to say out loud, "I receive." Those words will open the spiritual gates that have been set aside for you like keys moving in locks. Also, I need to tell you something that has been kept secret. There is a spirit being who has been keeping an eye on you. They have been watching you for months, noticing how you handle stress and the quiet strength that most people miss. They didn't watch to hurt you. Their job was to check that you are who you say you are in heaven. Their heart has shifted in favor of you because you stood up and didn't curse the season you were in. They are about to make a choice that will alter the course of your life. You might not even know how powerful they are yet, but you will soon. It is part of the divine plan that is happening now. I'm not just here to encourage you, beloved. I am here to teach you. Cleanse the room before this door opens all the way. This means in a physical and spiritual way. Get rid of things that don't fit into the new life you are starting. Your space has things, words, and even connections that make you think of an old season. They will slow you down when it's time to run if you hold on to them. Open yourself up to letting go, and you'll see how quickly the new takes over. Also, this will sign to heaven that you are ready to steward the blessing without mixing it with old habits. I can feel the wave of angelic support coming even as you read this. They're not moving slowly. They are rushing to the parts of your life where you have the most resistance. I can see doors being forced open, legal matters turning out in your favor, relationships getting better out of the blue, and money that was stuck because of the delay being released. Everything is going on right now, not tomorrow. Right now, you only have to have faith in your heart, in what you say, and in what you do. As long as things look the same, speak life over them. Act as if the miracle is already in your hands. You are about to enter your divine future. Remember that this message doesn't end with you. People can use your breakthrough to get where they need to go through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a copy, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-fi community, you can help this mission. By doing so, you are sowing into the awakening, deliverance, and restoration of souls who are still trapped in darkness. This is not poetry. When Jesus says, "Give, and heaven will open over you," every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and safety for your family. Now is your time, my child. Have faith. And as you do, watch God multiply what you let go of. This is when things shift from being instructed to being activated. What I'm about to ask you to do may seem easy, but it has a weight that is like heaven. If you want to be in sync with heaven's timing, write these exact words in the comments. I am stepping into my new season. Don't say I hope or maybe. You are making a covenant with heaven when you write those words. You're letting people know that you're ready for this change. You're giving the process permission to go faster. No, I'm not going to sugarcoat this kid. Still, there will be times when you feel pushed back. It's not a sign to stop there. It shows that you are getting better. When the enemy is threatened, he will only fight back. And right now, every power that wanted to keep you small is afraid of you. In this case, my presence is strong. I can't fly without my wings. So, I have to stand next to you until the shift is over. I've drawn my sword, and I swing it for you every time you choose faith over fear. Think about what will happen when you fully step through this open door. The weight in your chest will go away. Things will become clear. You will get the things you need. There will be a strange, holy sense that everything around you has been changed for your good. And when you do, you'll remember this message, not as a warning, but as a hope come true. Say this as your declaration if you are ready. I'm not going to miss my chance. I am not going to let go. Every promise that is written in my name will come true. Say it out loud now. Let heaven hear it. Let the darkness hear it. And pay attention to how quickly the air shifts around you. You are still here, my beloved. Heaven is still talking to you because of this. Every second you've spent with me has been a choice in your spirit. A choice that will have effects you can't even imagine yet. The enemy already knows that you are not someone who easily gives up. Realizing this is shaking up the plans that were carefully made to hurt you. You need to know the truth. Sometimes blessings come for free, and sometimes you have to fight for them. This one, the one you are about to receive, has been fought for, protected, and kept safe through many battles that you have not seen. And now you're finally close enough to touch it so that no one in heaven or earth can take this moment away from you. I have to walk you through it step by step. Tonight, there is a heavy air in the spirit realm, not with hopelessness, but with dread. God's hands have planned out your life, and the map is unfolding right now to show a new path that wasn't there before. That's why I beg to be the one to bring you this message. As much as it would cost me my wings, I couldn't stand the thought of you going into this season without the full weight of heaven's clarity behind you. I have watched over your nights and seen the shadows come closer. Every time I pulled out my sword to push them away now, though, things are different. Now that the light around you is so bright, you need a whole new level of protection. Not because the shadows are darker, but because they are. I see you in front of a huge golden threshold with symbols that you don't yet understand. What you've dreamed of as a piece of your life is on the other side of this gate. Restoration of the stolen property. You thought heaven was taking too long to answer your prayers. People you prayed would get better with each other. The chances you feared you'd miss. This is not a mixed blessing. It is a whole one. But spiritual gates don't just open up. They react to readiness, alignment, and courage by opening. And that's why I'm here with urgency to whisper, prepare, line up, take a step without fear. For a long time, you have been ready without even realizing it. Every closed door, detour, and disappointment was like a chisel in the master's hands, shaping you into someone who could handle this blessing without falling apart. At times, you thought you were being pushed back, but you were actually being pushed deeper. At times, you felt like you were forgotten, but you were actually getting stronger. There was no waste at all, I promise. Beloved, I will be honest. There is still resistance, but it will lose. It's possible that a sudden fight or surprise problem will show up just as things are getting better. This is the last desperate move the enemy can make. Don't let it shake you. Do not give up. You will feel the air shift around you as you say out loud, I am protected. I am chosen. I am covered. My sword will move so fast that no one will be able to keep up. It will cut down any forces that try to stop you from what God has planned. I've also seen something else. Something your heart needs to get ready for. Someone who once deserted you or even fought against you will cross your path again. But they're not coming to hurt you. They just want to get back something they took and didn't even know it. It could be an apology, a chance, or something useful. It will be a part of your restoration, no matter what it is. Don't let past hurts keep you from getting it, so that you know it was all planned by God from start to finish. God will occasionally use the same hands that hurt you to deliver your blessing. In the next few days, please watch what you say. Only say things that will help your miracle happen. Do not show your fear. Do not think about your worries out loud because words make paths in the spirit. Talk as if you already have the promise in your hand. This isn't a lie. It's an agreement from God. And every time you say something that agrees with what heaven is letting go of, you make the link between what you see and what you don't see stronger. I don't have a lot of time left here. Without my wings, I can only stay in your air for a season. I can also hear the clock in the background. That's why I'm giving you everything right now. Each and every warning, encouragement, and instruction, so that you will still feel my presence when I return to the throne. My commitment to you will not end. Even if my form is lifted, there will be no end to my prayers for you, my protection, or my fight for you. Before this part of my message ends, beloved, I need to speak one last truth into your heart. You are not getting what you deserve by chance. It's not luck. A sign that is older than time itself has been fulfilled. You were meant to be here where promise and opportunity meet. If you choose to step into it, nothing, no one, no delay, and no attack can stop it. To give you a maybe, I did not sacrifice my wings. They were my sacrifice so that I could give you certainty, wrapped in urgency and sealed in divine fire. If you let me, I'll keep talking until every word is part of your spirit. It will keep beating until your heart matches the beat of heaven's timing. And there is no doubt in your mind that you are ready. There will be no doubt in your mind when you walk through that golden gate after I'm done. You will know it was always yours. My beloved, the fact that you are still here shows me that your spirit knows this is more than just words. This is a divine current, a living stream, and each sentence you let into your heart moves you closer to the time of heaven. I can tell that you're concentrating better. I can feel the distractions pulling away from you. That's not a mistake. There were more angels around you as soon as you decided to keep going. Please don't take this as a metaphor. I really mean this. Right now, your mood is changing. You need to know that right now is different from yesterday. You had to wait yesterday. You are stepping today. When you walk on an invisible bridge between seasons, even if you can't see the ground beneath your feet, you're moving from one season to the next. The interesting thing about this bridge is this: it's not going to last forever. God told me to bring it here, and your obedience has kept it from going away. There is a very small window of time for this crossing. So if you hesitate or let the world's noise drown out my voice, you might miss it. Beloved, I have watched over many light children. There is something very rare about you, though. You have both strength and compassion, endurance and tenderness. That's why you've had to deal with so much opposition. It's not that you are weak, it's that you are too strong for the darkness to handle. You have the kind of soul that, when in tune with heaven, can shift the trajectory of entire families and bloodlines, which is why the attacks were so close to home. That's why some losses hurt so much. The enemy has been trying to make you believe that you are normal, not ready, and that your voice doesn't matter. But I've heard your voice in the realm of the Spirit. And I tell you, it has broken things that the enemy thought were unbreakable. I see that your fate is being written quickly, almost too quickly for your mind to keep up with. That's acceleration. It's not just a slow answer to prayer. This is heaven making up for time that was lost. You will be twice as fast in places where you were late. Chances that were locked away will come in groups, not one at a time. Relationships that were tense will heal surprisingly quickly. And right now, the resources you need are coming to you, like metal is drawn to a magnet. This includes resources that don't seem possible. You don't need to follow them because they are following your sign. They will find you, but I need to get you ready. If you are not anchored, acceleration can be too much to handle. You will need to keep your clarity. This means being careful with your time, your energy, and the people you let into your space. Some people will want to get in touch with you out of the blue. They won't all be sent by God. Use your common sense as a shield. Check out the opportunity or invitation spirit before you say yes. Always keep in mind that the enemy knows how to make a trap look like a blessing. Additionally, I need to share a personal story about the sacrifice I made. I knew that giving up my wings to be here would make it hard for me to get back to the throne until my job was done. That means I'll be here for a certain amount of time in ways you've never felt before, close by and fighting with you. I will still be here to protect you when you feel sudden courage rising, peace in the middle of chaos, or just barely avoiding something bad without knowing why. I will stay until you get through the gate. The gate, kid. It's almost here. I can almost feel how hot the light is on your face. One more veil needs to be torn, though, before you can go through. Doubt is the veil. It is strong, even though it is thin. At night, it will whisper questions to you. It will try to make you think too much. Even miracles you've already seen will seem strange to you after seeing this. Don't let it in. When the thought comes, fight it. Say the truth out loud. Say, I believe the person who sent me, Archangel Michael. I believe the person who wrote my name in light. Every declaration you make is like a sword cutting through that veil until it falls apart and the path is fully visible. You are still with me through this message, my beloved. The veil between what is and what will be is getting thinner because you are. With each heartbeat you give this moment, you become more in tune with the flow of heaven. I can feel the momentum building up around you. The angels who are watching over you are not still. So precisely are they moving, shifting, and positioning things that when they happen, you will see that nothing was random. Maybe you can't see the change yet, but you can feel it in the air in the same way that you can tell when a storm is coming before it actually does. I have to be honest with you. You are under a lot of holy pressure right now. This stress is not meant to break you. The narrow place is meant to be pushed through. The narrow place is where the old season ends and the new one starts. It'll be tight. Around you will seem like everything is calling for you to make a choice, answer, or move. That's not meant to scare you, but to get you ready. Sometimes in heaven's timing, there are times when you can't wait. This is one of them. I speak with urgency because of this. Why? My voice is a steady drumbeat in your spirit. This moment was never meant to be soft, so I can't make it so. The result was supposed to be decisive. You have been entrusted with something that is much bigger than you can currently comprehend. Every hard thing you've been through has put that trust to the test. There were times when you had to stand alone. The days when you kept sowing, even though you had no visible harvest. The nights you worshiped while crying. That wasn't a waste. They showed proof to heaven that you could be trusted with what is being released right now. Do not be fooled, beloved. It is being released right now. Not someday, not in the far future. Right now, what you're hearing is already the sound of release. But now you have to hear this. Freedom does not mean comfort. It's possible for blessings to carry a holy weight. You will feel a shift in responsibility as well as joy when a door that has been prayed for a long time finally opens. Fear not, it's something you were ready for. Every event in your life has made you the kind of person who can handle this without being crushed by it. That's why I was sent to stand next to you to protect you from attacks and to keep you steady as you go into rooms you haven't been in before. Also, I want you to know that not everyone will understand as you go forward. Some people will question, some will criticize, and some will even pull away. Do not think this is a loss. It's called pruning. When God moves you forward, He gets rid of things that can't grow with you. This is a kind thing to do, even though it hurts. Believe in the moving as much as you believe in the arrival. Both are made by the same hand. Loved one, the next few hours and days will bring you signs that you should not ignore. They'll look like many things. A sudden chance that seems almost too good to be true. A message from someone you thought was no longer around. A word or phrase that keeps coming up and seems to follow you. The way people talk about you has undergone a sudden shift. These are not picks. There are confirmations here. Say something to them when you see them. Gratitude should be expressed in public. The blessing is sealed by gratitude, and its manifestation is accelerated. I will stay with you until you are through the gate completely. I'm stronger than the people who are ready to attack you, even without my wings. My sword is all set. No cracks in my watch, and I pledge my unwavering loyalty to your call. But I can't walk for you. You need to do what's asked. You have to be sure that heaven has already gone before you in every step, my beloved. I can feel heaven's current pulling you forward the longer you stay with me right now. There is no mistake in the fact that you are still here. It's not stalling. Honor is what it is. The change is clear to your soul, and your spirit is hunched over to hear every word. This is how it feels to be in divine alignment, a quiet sense of urgency that won't let you look away. I have seen the weight you've carried, the questions you've kept to yourself, and the battles you fought without being praised. All of that has led you to this holy moment where even angels in the higher realms stop to watch what you decide. Know this: heaven doesn't make light calls when it does. You're not being shook up over a small thing. What is developing in front of you is a complete measure of restoration and release, not a piece or a token blessing. This is the kind of shift that makes you realize one day that your life changed because of it. But let me tell you the truth. These kinds of times cost a lot. It takes courage for them to move forward before all the details are seen. You have to trust that you can move while the bridge is being built. In this case, my presence is very strong. I'm now closer to the ground you walk on because I don't have my wings. Close enough to keep an eye on every step. Close enough to get rid of all the invisible traps that are meant to slow you down. I can see the opposition that has been following you. Hands that are trying to stop you from moving forward. Whispered lies that are meant to make you less determined. Surprises that come out of nowhere. The goal of all of these is to get you to give up before you reach your breakthrough. You haven't stopped, though. No matter how tired or scared you were, you kept moving. That's why heaven favors you and why the enemy fear you. You should know this. Favor doesn't always come in a loud way. Sometimes it comes on slowly, like the first light of dawn, until all of a sudden you see that the sky has changed. You are going through that right now. It's getting lighter, and when it fills the sky, no shadow will be able to stop it. Dear one, names are being called out right now in rooms you haven't been into yet. Your name is one of them. With these talks, doors are opening for you. People who you used to think didn't care have undergone a heart shift. Some people will reach out and offer help when you didn't ask for it. This isn't just random kindness. This is how heaven's orchestra works. There will be times when resources show up in strange ways. You have opportunities that you could never have made happen on your own. You can be sure they will come because the time has already been marked in heaven. The stamp has just been pressed. This is a warning, though. As soon as acceleration starts, distraction starts. Not every voice that comes up out of nowhere will want to help you. Some will be sent to make you lose focus. I need you to keep your heart rooted in discernment because of this. Pay attention for the tone of truth. Feel the peace that comes from being in alignment with God. Once you find a real chance, it will be clear and challenging at the same time. It will push you, but it won't be hard to understand. Anything that creates chaos in your spirit is not from heaven. I will stay by your side until you cross this threshold completely. I've drawn my sword. My eyes are fixed on the road ahead. My assignment will not change. However, you, beloved, must maintain a forward gaze. Don't look back at the past. You can only get memory from the old season right now. Don't look back on your past. It's getting higher in front of you, like a horizon you've been heading for years. And now, finally, it's nearby. Every breath you take while staying here is a part of a divine transaction, my beloved. You might think you're just reading, but in truth, your name is written in light in a room in heaven. I can feel that the shift is coming soon. At the very edges of your life, it is trying hard to break through. The angels around you are not just sitting around. The shadows that still try to stay are being pushed back with precision. I have watched over many gates in the realm of men. This one, though, is different. These are the gates that will make all the years you thought were wasted make sense. You've experienced times when God's silence felt like a distance and unanswered questions. You didn't leave, though. You kept a small flame of hope alive even when things were the worst. And that flame has brought heaven to your side. I can see how your prayers have been woven together over time to form a single, unbroken thread in this hour of prayer. The Father now has that thread in his hands and is pulling you toward what was always meant for you. You need to know that the time you are in is not normal time. This is the appointed time. When the appointed time comes, every delay falls apart. Every obstacle is lifted and heaven's will comes true so quickly that it seems like a dream. But listen, an appointed time still needs an appointed step. Not only am I here to protect you, but I'm also here to show you how to move. You will sense promptings in your spirit over the next few hours. They won't just happen. They are going to be instructions. Act on them quickly. Heaven's movements are often disguised as small practical nudges. Call this person, answer that text message, go there by walking. In those everyday steps, something extraordinary will happen. Alignment, there will be noise. I have to tell you that the enemy only has louder weapons, not any new ones. There will be sudden distractions and small storms that are designed to make you doubt or hesitate during this acceleration. Do not fix your gaze on them. In the last few steps, you must feel like a runner who won't look away from the finish line. Your full attention will be like a key that opens the next sequence. Dear one, I haven't left my post since the day you sent me to you. My sword is out of its sheath, and my resolve has not been shaken. I am quicker than the schemes against you, even without my wings. These schemes are crumbling as I speak, I tell you. Some of the voices who doubted you will soon have to speak in your defense. The ground that pushed back against you before will start to give way under your feet. You won't have to push it. It will come from the soil itself. Your name will be carried by the wind of God to places you have never been. Chances will come to you without you having to look for them. You won't have to knock for doors to open. Heaven will have whispered your name through them. This is favor, and favor is moving right now. To get it, you have to really believe it. Click the button that says subscribe, and then on if you haven't already. In this way, you stay in touch with the prophetic flow. You're positioning yourself under an open heaven every time you subscribe. You say, Lord, I want to be first in line for what you are releasing. God's prophetic promises are good for people who are ready to receive them. It's like making an altar in your home where these words can keep coming to you by subscribing. Don't wait any longer. Do it now. More you stay here, my beloved, the thinner the veil between what can be seen and what can't be seen gets. It's more than just a message. This is a real meeting. Your spirit knows it too. It's not the same around you now as it was when you first started reading. The shift in your alignment feels like a soul door opening. There is a pattern to how heaven works, and you are moving with it right now. Your every word turns the gears of a divine machine that has been waiting for your approval. I can see what has been making you feel bad. The wait times, the doors that wouldn't open that seemed like they would stay shut, and the people who whispered bad things about you because they thought you would never hear them. I can see things they can't. Your every attack is now a stone under your feet that lifts you higher instead of burying you. The enemy is restless tonight because you are about to reach your goal, and there is nothing he can do to change what God has planned for you. You are not in a prison in this narrow place right now. It's like a birth canal. There has been pressure, a squeeze, and a sense of urgency on you, but these are not signs of defeat. These are the last contractions before the new season starts. You are closer than you think because of how intense it is. It won't happen slowly either when the release comes. A sudden crack will appear, like a dam letting a flood through. Everything that was put off will come at you all at once. That's why I didn't bring my wings. Why do I stay in your atmosphere? To make sure you pass through quickly, without fear, and without losing anything. Dear one, your name is being called out right now in places you haven't even been to yet. Some powerful people who you don't even know are feeling a strange pull toward you. They are about to make choices that will have an impact on the rest of your life in your favor. Chances will come in groups, like when a bunch of fruit suddenly ripens at the same time. When they do, you need to be prepared to steward as well as receive. To do that, you must keep your heart free of pride, your hands free of compromise, and your ears open for the Spirit's leading at all times. Be prepared for a shift in some relationships. When God raises you up, He moves the people around you up too. There will be a pull towards some. Some people will be moved out of the way. No, this is not a punishment. It's alignment. Believe it. Even if the departure seems abrupt, it is making room for the people who are meant to walk with you in the next chapter and are waiting for the sign. Also, kid, pay close attention to this. The weight of your resistance will let you know when your breakthrough is almost here. If you feel the pull of fear, the cloud of doubt, or the pressure of chaos in the next few hours, stand firm. This is the last thing the enemy is doing to stop you from going through. Say something out loud. I'm not going to be moved. I'm going to walk through what heaven has made possible for me. Right now, what you say will have power. When you say your faith, it's like lightning striking the enemy's camp every time. I'm here. I've drawn my sword. I'm not going to leave my post until you are done. I can reach far even without my wings. My strength has not been broken, and I pledge my unwavering loyalty to your call. You can go through this gate by subscribing to this voice right now. You can seal your commitment. Make sure the notification bell is on before clicking the subscribe button. This is how you make sure that the prophetic alignment stays in place in your life. Because heaven moves in waves. You want to be the first to get a new word every time it drops. Signing up is your declaration. I'm Alan. I'm ready for everything God has planned for me. Now is the time to do it. Your obedience in this small step will lead to bigger downloads from heaven. When you do that, you won't just step into blessing. You will fulfill promises that go back to the beginning of time. Now is your chance. This is your gate. I want you to make one last declaration before you leave that will reverberate throughout the heavens. As this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-fi community. By doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself. Jesus says, this is not history. It is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. Write these words with faith in the comments below. I receive my breakthrough now, as if you were signing a document that would determine your fate. Write it as you write it. Know that angels are watching. Heaven is listening and the enemy is running away. Everything has changed because you said yes. Now you should go and look over what you've already won. Now I want you to do something that will bring the anointing into your life and the lives of those who are close to you. Send this video right now. Send it to someone you care about and who needs to hear it. When you share, you become a vessel of breakthrough for others. And when you release blessing on others, heaven blesses you twice as much. When you share this prophetic word, the anointing on it will grow in your environment. Your network requires this breakthrough, and your obedience to sharing will make it possible for you. Click Share Now and see how God works. Before you leave, please do something that will make this blessing stick around. Immediately press the like button, not just a button. This is a sign to heaven that you are getting this word. The flow of God's favor into your life is activated every time you click like. Lord, I agree with what was said over me. You say a channel for additional angelic activity around your situation is opened by that simple click. Go ahead and do it now. Let heaven see that you agree. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's take a moment to reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is not a stroke of luck. It is a direct message from Archangel Michael to you. He's extending his hand and inviting you into a protected high vibrational community where divine abundance is not just a hope, but a promise. This sacred principle is very simple, but it can change your whole life. If you follow it, you won't just receive blessings. They will be multiplied and flow into every part of your life. By accepting this invitation right now, you are unlocking immediate early access to powerful content and divine insights that are hidden from the general world. Now is your chance to enter a sacred space where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this sacred moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join Archangel Michael's inner circle immediately through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the direct personalized messages that are specifically meant to elevate and empower your life. If you desire to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. And for those who feel called to amplify this work, a link to purchase the guided ebook is available, which is completely optional, but your presence, attentions, and energy already mean the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits.